Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Tracy Lynn Banks. I am back to share, I guess, kind of a part two of my moving journey. Okay. Listen, so really quick, thank you so much to all of my new subscribers and old alike. Listen, I thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you come on my channel and enjoy some words of encouragement. I love, love, love to encourage, and I love to be about my Father's business, okay? You will get encouragement here. You are going to get whatever the Lord gives me to give to you, okay? Listen, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Share, 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 okay? And like. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And also hit the notification bell so that you'll know every time I release a new video. Listen, let me get into it. I should have probably taken notes. Let me just say that right now, okay? So I don't know. I don't typically make videos too long, so let's see how I get through this. Okay, so I want to say that it was about maybe the end of September when I had what I call like a little thought. It was just what I'm thinking, like a thought just came through my mind. And the thought was, oh, hey, not hey, but it was a thought of moving to Texas to attend a large church, a mega church. Now, first of all, those who know me, you guys you'll get to know me better. I am rather introverted. I'm better, but I was an extreme introvert person. And even now, I'm not trying to attend no mega church. That's just not my character. So the thought was like, I'm like, okay, that was odd. And I didn't even write it down. I'm like, I don't know where it came from. I just dismissed it. Okay. So as some time went on, I believe I was watching some videos, and all of the videos were talking about moving. Okay, moving. And listen, y'all, I'm from California. I'm a Cali girl, and I just never wanted to move from California. I think I've done it a couple of times and not for long, like months. I don't really recall leaving California more than, it was less than a year, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm a Cali girl through and through. And so I told everybody, my adult kids know, and my kids know, I never, ever wanted to leave California. Never thought I was. So anyway, so the videos were getting more and more, and I'm like, what in the world? I didn't get it. And so there was a dream I had. And so in the dream, I was at like this little store, and it was kind of dark. I want to say it was getting to be nighttime, or it was nighttime. And so in the dream, I went into the store, and there were some pants hanging on a rack, kind of a low rack. And I'm like, that's odd, because typically, when pants are hanging up, they're kind of up here. I don't know, the stores I've been in. And in the dream, and these pants had tassels on the side, and they were moving like this on a rack, and I mean really, really moving. And I'm like, okay, that's odd. So in the dream, I look at the clerk, or at the lady that was standing next to me that worked in the store. I looked at her, and we both kind of just shrugged, like, okay, that's odd, that's weird. So I remember leaving the store, getting onto the freeway, and ending up at a terminal. I don't know if it was an airport. I want to assume that it was. And so when I get to and I was with someone. And a lot of times in my dreams, when I am traveling or going to a terminal, I'm with someone, but I can never see the face of that person. I just know I'm with someone. So I'm with this person. I get to the top of the stairs, and the security's at the top of the stairs, and she's checking receipts, making sure that the receipt is not expired. Not sure what that part means. Anyways, and so I get it, and I was cleared to go. My receipt was okay. That's all, I'm going to say about the dream. It was a little bit more, but that's it. And so I didn't get it, really. And I was praying and asking the Lord about it. And I knew that I was going somewhere. So I'm trying to think what happened next. Oh, so I watched the video. I watched this video with this lady, and it was just a short one. And she says she just feeling her spirit really quick that the Lord is calling someone. She said she keep getting in her spirit, Texas. And so at the time, I'm like, okay. And it piqued my interest for some reason, you know, at the time I'm like, okay. And so in the back of my mind, I kind of kept it there. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, some more videos kept coming up, kept coming up. And I'm trying to think what really made it click for me that God was calling me to move to Texas, y'all. I'm trying to think of that one video, and I'm like, I said, God, are you calling me to move to Texas? And so I didn't share right away. I just kind of pondered it for a few days. I talked to my eldest sister all the time. Hi, Nikki. All the time. And I don't even think I told her like right away. I just kind of thought about it because at first I thought like, it's just in my mind because like, there's no way, you know, I'm moving out of California, like, period. I just never thought that. And so there was a video that came up besides the one. It was just a few videos. And I'm like, I have a feeling God is calling me to Texas. And so as I thought about it, so I said, okay, I remember going to the bathroom, getting ready, you know, getting up in the morning. And I thought to myself, okay, Lord, if you're calling me to do this move, I'm thinking like, you know, I don't drive anymore like that, like 2.5 hours and I'm exhausted. I'm beat. I'm done. I don't drive. I just don't care for it anymore. I have driven over the years a lot. And so I just kind of got tired. I just don't do long distance anymore. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know nothing about trying to find a place to live. I don't know anything about trying to ship my car because I just didn't want to drive. And mind you guys, this was just a thought. So listen. So of course I run again across a video, and in the video, I'm gonna try to find it and link this one because this is the one that sealed the deal for me. This is the one that really let me know. So I'm gonna try to find it and link, put a link in the description box. And so, and the young lady was just talking about all of these things, and a couple of things she mentioned, not only the leasing agent that she used, and I'm like, okay, that helped me. That I'm like, okay, so here's some tools. Now I have some tools that, you know, I may use, you know, I may need to use for my trip. And so I'm like, okay, so she brought that up, and I'm like, okay, it was only a thought. God heard me though. Okay, he heard me. And not only that, y'all, she also listed the shipping company where she had her car shipped. I says, okay, God, I didn't even speak this out loud. I didn't even say anything about it. And you answered me. This is it. I could just feel it in my spirit. I knew it. So I says, okay. So I finally get in my mind, yes, Lord. Well, I cried, you guys. I know I'm in my 50s. Yeah, I did. I cried. My sister had to really walk me through and pray for me and just keep telling me to say, yes, Lord, because I didn't want to move. I didn't want to move. I mean, so far, I just did it. And so I'm like, okay, let me accept the Lord is calling me to move to Texas. Never have I ever thought about it. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm going to need some more confirmation. And listen, y'all, when God calls you to something and gives you a word, let me tell you, confirmation. You barely have to ask for him. He just gives them to you. He just kept giving me confirmation. So I went to this church that I was attending while I was in Palm Desert, California. And I only went for like maybe a couple of months, so many weeks, okay? And this particular Sunday, they had, I guess, Jersey Day. And so many Dallas Cowboy jersey stuck out. I said, it was just funny. I had to laugh. I'm like, okay. That was one thing. Then I got behind, and mind you, in the city that I was in, I did not see any Texas plates. Listen, I was there for over a year. Not one time did I see a Texas license plate. And I'm the type of person, I love to look at license plates because sometimes they're personalized, and I love to see what state people are coming from. I like to see, you know, try to figure out what their custom plates say. That's just something I do. I've done it for years. And so I seen a Texas license plate. I'm like, really? Not only that, I also seen a car with a star for the Dallas Cowboys in there. I said, I'm getting it because I'm thinking, okay, so to me with YouTube, after so many, moving videos or whatever it is, they just kind of bring it up. So I needed something else outside of the videos. God is amazing. He will show you. He will let you know. And so then I got behind other cars. I'm like, where y'all come from? Like, seriously? So anyway, and it said Dallas, Texas, something, something. Anyway, so I said, fine. Okay, God, that's it. I'm preparing to go. I said, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I stayed prayerful. Listen, before that also, God put me on a fast as I transitioned into making this big journey. And I wanted to stop in San Diego so I could spend time with my family. And here I'm thinking that I'm going to spend, like a month and a half or so in San Diego with my family. So, I was trying to get all settled in there, and God began to shift things and move me much quicker than that. Listen, fasting is important. Praying is important. We have to be in tune with the Spirit of the Lord so that He can give you instructions on what to do. Let me tell y'all this. So, I was watching, I know I'm talking about a lot of videos, and I do be careful of the videos I watch, you guys. But this time I wasn't looking for that because I watch Christian movies on YouTube. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Actually, I at the time I had already terminated my cable. And so this time I'm scrolling through my YouTube, my YouTube feed, and the section that says watch it again, that stuck out like crazy. And I'm like, okay, that's odd. I knew God was telling me to click on that video. And in this particular video, it was a young lady that was giving apartment tours. She was doing that. And it was so fun. And I'm like, okay, I seen it already. I had already bypassed it. I didn't pay attention. I was just looking. I don't know. But it stuck out. Let me tell y'all something. That's where the Lord was moving me to. He showed me exactly the apartment, okay, that He wanted me to move into. And I shared this briefly in another video. And so listen, you guys. After spending time with my family for only just over 2 weeks, God was telling me it was time to move. And I'm like, God, are you serious? And one of the first things I had gotten was, you have the green light. And I'm like, okay, God, is that you? Because I'm like, moving now? I barely, been here in San Diego for a couple of weeks, and it's already time to go to Texas. And I'm like, okay, so I was going to need some more. And I also heard the Lord say, the confirmations are going to be coming, or you're going to get more confirmations. I have it written down. I'm just giving you guys just kind of like a quick run through. Also, I'm going to insert some pictures, I think, over into my community page. You guys, please make sure you go over to the community tab and take a look. I'm just going to upload just probably, just some quick pictures of my apartment. And so, it has a garage too, you guys. God is so good. Let me tell you something. When you ask the Lord for some things, He is so faithful. He is so faithful. I have the things that I asked for, even with the young lady kind of not being so nice and so helpful. As a matter of fact, they had told me I wasn't even going to get the place, that I didn't even qualify for it. And I was baffling because I'm like, I mean, it just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. I'm like, okay. But nevertheless, I had to remind myself that when God says it's yours, it's yours. It don't matter who don't like it. It don't matter how mean somebody is. It don't matter if they try to disqualify you. It don't matter. If God says it's yours, it's yours. So anyways, excuse me. So anyways, back to the green light thing. So I was in San Diego, and I had rented a room, just to have some time to myself. I was fasting. I was before the Lord, and I heard that you have the green light. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to need to see something else. And I click on a video that I was, I'm trying to think. Oh, I think the video was, you're leaving now. And I'm like, I'm going to click on this to see. Listen, y'all. Within the first 20 seconds of this lady's video, she was saying, God said you have the green light, or something to that effect. I'm like, okay, that's the second time. That's the second time. I said, I have a feeling I'm going to be leaving, because I was trying to settle in with my sister for like, longer, so that I'll have time just to, spend with them. I was going to get a little dresser drawer for my things, so I have some place. Yeah, God said, no, none of that. You leaving sooner than you think. And so I said, okay, Lord, I'm not trying to keep, you know, throwing fleece and asking for confirmation, which the Lord would do anyway. I just didn't want to keep, at some point you got to move, you can't keep asking for 1,000,001 confirmations, but God is good and merciful. Okay. And he's faithful, and he will give you the confirmation. So listen, so I said, listen, God, I need one more confirmation, and I'm up and I'm out of here. I'm going to move. I said, I just need one more confirmation. I said, but I need the confirmation to be something about a green light from someone who doesn't know I'm moving, some kind of way. I just need you to show me that for the third time that I have the green light. That'll let me know that it's time for me to leave right now, like sooner than later, like soon. And so y'all, lo and behold, and I want to say it was the next day that I had asked the Lord to show me another green light confirmation that he did. So I was listening to some words of encouragement, and I was scrolling through my screen. Now at this point, I didn't think I was going to get the green light confirmation through a video, because now I'm looking outside. I was looking for something else. I was looking for something different. So at this point, I didn't even have it on my mind, I was just listening to some words of encouragement, which I do. I love to listen to words of encouragement. Now listen, y'all, I know I mention videos a lot. It is imperative that you spend quality time with the Lord. It's also imperative that you do not get on videos just looking for, that's the only food that you get. We can't live like that. So for the record, I'm just saying it because I'm shortening it. I'm just condensing this video so it won't be so long. So anyway, so with that being said, so I was listening to some words of encouragement, and I was not even looking for this confirmation on video. I wasn't. I'm thinking I'm going to get it while I'm at the store. I'm thinking, I don't know, some stranger going to come and tell me, hey, you have a green light. I'm not sure, but I was not expecting it to get it. So as I'm scrolling, now I'm listening to my words of encouragement. And so I just kind of scroll through, see what's next. And I didn't even click on this video. And the title of the video was, "You Have the Green Light." I said, that's it. I'm moving sooner. So I started to prepare, like, when am I going? When am I leaving? And it's funny too. So before that, so the lady, because I was looking for apartments already. And so the lady sent me an email, I want to say on November 26th. She sent me, well, you know what? We don't have what you're looking for, but we have this apartment and it's available now. Now, granted, y'all, that didn't click until later. It hit my spirit. It hit my spirit like, oh, this is available now. And it checked off everything on my list because it was ready and available now. There was nothing else for the date that I was pushing way back out in January. She said, we don't have nothing then, but we do have this particular one right now. And I'm like, okay, everything just clicked in my spirit. That's why it's important. You got to stay before the Lord. You have to, I'm telling you, fasting helped me to hear God more clearly. Spending that time alone with him gave me direction. So listen, y'all. So I said, okay. So what I did was on December 1st, I submitted all of my required documents at the moment. For that moment, I submitted all of my documents, income verification, things like that. And I was just waiting. I was waiting. That was on a Thursday. And so I'm already packing up because I'm preparing to leave on a Saturday. So I said, well, not thinking I'm going to be denied or anything, because God gave me a word and I'm moving on that word. Now, I moved even before I got my approval letter for the apartment, not thinking I'm going to run into any hiccups, because I'm going trusting God. Listen, not only that, I no longer had, I thought I was going to have my car shipped. And even before, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Even before that, I kind of got it in my spirit that I'm driving. And I'm like, God, I'm going to do whatever you say. I said, but I'm not a driver. This is 20 hours. I have never, the longest I've driven was about 6 hours. And that's probably going to Nevada about 6 hours. And so I have never, but I felt this peace. And I know I heard the Lord saying, this move is supernatural. I says, okay, this is me and God. So I said, God, if you want me to, I'm driving. Y'all, I end up driving. So I wasn't taking a flight like I thought I was going to do. I wanted to take a flight so bad at first, but God gave me peace about the drive. And I put everything back in my car. I don't know. Did I take pictures? I'll try to see what pictures I have. And again, I'm not going to put it on this video. I'm not that savvy. And I was going to have my daughter do it. I'm just going to go ahead and just put a few pictures on the community tab if you guys want to go and take a little look at that. And so so I prepared to leave. And I thought that I was going to hear back from the apartments. Let me tell you something. I did not know that they were putting all of the notifications and things like that on their website instead of emailing me directly. So I'm on the road. I'm on the road now. So I pack up Saturday morning. I leave about just before 6:30 a.m. Said goodbye to my family. I might attach that video. Let me see what I'm going to do here, y'all. I don't know. And so I'm on the road and the lady says, first of all, the lease, the 12-month lease, we no longer have that. We only have 13. So I needed to confirm that. Mind you, she sent that on Thursday into a site that I didn't even know I was supposed to look at instead of direct email. And then 2, I had to pull over on the road and upload my ID and do some kind of, that facial scan thing or whatever it was. And I'm thinking, this is the last thing I need to hear. Like, I have all of this. So anyways, you know what? Make a long story short, I was on the road. God is amazing. You guys, I drove almost the entire way. You hear me? Just stopping to get gas, taking a brief break. I already had snacks in my car. I stopped to grab some French fries. I only stopped to use the restroom and to get gas and to grab a little bite. None of the breaks were like really long or anything like that. I drove almost the entire way. I only had about 2 hours and 35 minutes left, and I had to stop and grab a room for the night. I was tired by then. God is amazing. I did not think I could do that. I did not think I could take that drive. God was there with me. I had my playlist together. I listened to sermons all the way. It was just amazing so that my faith would stay built up. Listen, when I tell y'all this was supernatural, God did a supernatural thing for me. Okay, so I get here after that time and I notify the lady when I get here, and she's telling me all of these things that's just not the right things you want to hear once you land into the place that God called you to be, because I'm like, where am I going to lay my head? I'm digging into money that I need to put down on the place, and I'm using it to get rooms to sleep. I'm like, this is not how I planned it in my head. You know what I'm saying? Look, Proverbs 16:9 says, you can plan something, but God orders the steps. So anyways, and so I get here and she says, you're probably going to need a guarantor. You don't make enough money. And I'm like, my rent was more in California than it is here. And so, not that I get a lot of money. I just know that I have enough to pay rent here. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. And so all of these coming up, you're going to need a co-signer. I'm not even going to be able to, the manager's out because I got here on Sunday. So let me go back a little bit. So I left on Saturday. I arrived in Texas on Sunday. And so, and I get a room. And so I go to I call the leasing office and what have you. And so she's letting me know that we can't do nothing for you. The manager won't even approve this until Monday. And my first thought, being in the flesh, is panic. I just wanted to panic. I'm like, oh my goodness, I just really want to go in. And I did start to get concerned. I'm not going to lie. I did start to get concerned and to get worried. And I'm like, fine, I'm in the room. I can't really sleep. I can't really rest because I'm thinking about this stuff. And she says, and you have to have the electric on. You have to have renter's insurance. Anyway, you guys, all of these things. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I had to stop in that moment and pray. I said, God, you called me here. Surely you got the door open. Okay. Surely you came before me and made this way straight. You picked the apartment. You told me to come here, and I'm trusting and believing in you. And so, so I did that. So listen, you guys, let me shorten that up. With all that being said, getting all the documents, challenge after challenge, hiccup after hiccup, things worked out. Okay. At the end of the day, things worked out, and I was able to get into my place on Monday. And so God is good. God is a good God. Let me share something with you really quick so that I can be completely transparent. When God gives you a word, or he tells you some steps, you got to listen to him. God will give you instructions before leaving. You have to listen closely, because one of the things I didn't do. So one of the things, and I felt it in my spirit, this was before I left Palm Desert to go to San Diego to spend time with my family. One of the things I heard in my spirit was not to borrow any money. And because I didn't want to be broke, I borrowed money. I didn't listen. I was in disobedience, period. At the end of the day, there's no sugarcoating. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I borrowed, and God knew already I was supposed to trust him the whole way. And that caused me some issues. So with that being said, be obedient to every step that God tells you to take. All right. Listen, this is the longest, I think, video I have ever made. I really just wanted to come on here and share my journey. God is amazing. I'm in my place. I love it. The boxes have been checked off what I desired. There were some things I desired, like a certain view I wanted. I wanted certain kind of appliances. I like stainless steel. I know some people don't. I wanted a garage. There's just some things. God is amazing, because he checked those off. In spite of what the lady was saying, you ain't going to get this, you ain't going to get that. We don't have this one. It's on that. And so all of the things that she was saying that's been changed were exactly the things that I wanted. How amazing. God is a good God, and he's faithful. Listen, wherever God is calling you to, trust and believe that he's got you, and he will move on your behalf. I never thought, for those who may be driving long distance or think that they can't do it, if God is calling you to it, he's going to do it. I never thought I could drive that far. Like, that was about 20 hours. There's no way ever. I did not get tired until those last 2 hours and 35 minutes. Then I said, you know what? I'm getting a little tired. I need to stop and rest, and regroup. And besides, other things was on my mind, because this lady was telling me I ain't going to get it. And God is. Whatever God says is the thing. It don't matter who says no. God says yes. Listen, I hope I got kind of like everything in. I should have taken notes. If you guys have any questions for me, I would do my best to answer them. Go ahead, put your questions down in the comment section. I would love, love, love to hear from you all. If I missed anything, I guess I will be making another video. I think that is all for now. I hope this helps someone who has to do that big transition. That you might be moving. So I pray that this helped. I pray that it blessed you. Listen, you guys, if you would like to sow a seed into me and bless me with my completely empty apartment, I did sell a lot of things. I sold what I could. I gave away all the rest because the Lord said everything must go. I do understand now. So if you would like to gift me, that would be such a blessing. It is not a requirement. I'm just saying you can. I will leave my Cash App down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for being part of my YouTube family. I love bringing encouragement. And of course, after this, I'm going to share some words of encouragement with you. Also, look out for that. I love you so much. God bless you. Until next time, may the Spirit of the living God rest upon you and your family. Be blessed. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Bye-bye.